Hello, hello. Oh, my tracking's broken. Why is my tracking broken? God. Give me a minute. So that's running. That should be functional. Connect to phone. This should be connected to the computer. Okay, that should be right. Why aren't you working? Okay. So now maybe I disconnect, reconnect, go out of my settings menu. All right. Okay. Connect. Are we working? No, we're still not working. Why are we still not working? I'm sorry, I'm having some minor scuff issues. My tracking does not want to connect for some reason. All right, so that's correct. Is my IP for my computer correct? My IP for my PC should be correct. I just double checked it. All right, I'm connected to my Ethernet. I need IP address. All right, so that's right. My IP address for my PC in these settings is correct. So why won't you connect? Connect. Hello? Do I need to recalibrate it? Calibrate, maybe? No. I don't know why it's not working. Hi, Arasu. Also, hi, da. I am, trying to get my tracking working. I don't know why it's not connected. The IP address is entered correctly in every possible place I would need to enter an IP. Okay, that's right. Is my port number wrong, maybe? Alright, come on, man. Click, 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 click. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to get everything working. Alright, so disconnect from iPhone. vBridger, connect to iPhone. It's set to iFacial mocap. The IP address is correct. I don't know why it would not calibrate, maybe? Detail settings are correct. It's just telling me to connect with software on the PC side. vBridger, why? Is my phone on the same Wi-Fi as the PC? It should be. My PC is connected through Ethernet versus where my phone is connected through Wi-Fi, but other than that, they're the same. They're all on the same network. The IP address is right, I swear. The IP address for my phone is right in the... IP address for my phone is right in vBridger. And my... Arisu, why would you make me take my glasses off now? Fine. But I am starting the timer immediately. Timer should be 2 minutes. Timers for 2 minutes. All right, so my IP address is right for my phone. It's right for my computer. Why wasn't it? It was working earlier today. Destination IP. Enter IP address of PC. The IP address for my PC is for the Ethernet. It's... okay. That's... point... okay. That's right. Okay, so I'm just gonna try and reset it entirely. Destination IP address. It's correct. vBridger. Disconnect from phone. Disconnect. Reconnect. Connect to phone. Still not working. All of the parameters are on. Says it's connected to my phone. My PC IP address is that. So why aren't you working? Connect with the software on the PC side. That's what I'm doing. Disconnect. What if I just restart vBridger? Oh, that's my timer. Now I can put my glasses back on. Yes, I see you. I hear you. Alright, I restarted vBridger. IP address is right. Bifacial mocap, check. Connect to iPhone. There we go. Okay, look forward. No. Look forward. There we go. Okay. Are we working? Nope. Now it's not connected to VTube Studio. Okay, connect to VTube Studio. Check. Now we're working as soon as iFacial Mocap decides to stop giving me ads. There we go. I really should just buy the full version. Should not be that hard to set up. But anyways, yes, I am alive. I'm alive and I'm functioning. Woo! Okay, there we go. Now my tracking's right. Okay, anyways, we're playing Blueprints today. Woo! I have set this up to where it should... why is my face at such a weird angle? And my mouth tracking isn't even working. Hello? Give me a second. I gotta fix the mouth tracking now. Mouth tracking, mouth tracking. Where is my mouth open perimeter? Okay, I think we're good now. And I've got to recalibrate my stupid... There we go. Okay. Hey, make sure that my mouth parameters are doing correctly. Why am I still tilted to the left? I'm not tilted to the left. I haven't changed anything about the way I'm sitting. Did my torture work? I think it did. Hey, at least my tracking's working now. And it only took me 20 minutes instead of 30 minutes. Well, it's been roughly 20 minutes since the start of my stream, so... Anyways, we're playing Blueprints today. I'm really excited for this one, actually. This game was part of my first ever demo day that I did way back, and why is my mouth open still not working? What is wrong with you? YouTube Studio. go. Okay, so now my mouth open should work a little bit better. I don't know why it decides not to work, but it does. It just decides, you know what? No, I'm not going to work today. Okay. Are we working now? No, we're still not working. Now it's just making me do weird faces. Hello? All right. So it only works if I open my mouth really wide like this. Can I growl? I mean, sure, I guess. All right, come on. Come on, work with me here, please. Mouth open. What if I just reduce the parameters even more? We could go for like 0.47 instead of 0.5. I shouldn't be messing around with my VTube Studio parameters live on stream, but... Okay, so this is... I don't think it's my input parameters. I think it's my output parameters, but I don't know how to change that. So I think my mouth sync is just going to be off today. Why does it not detect it when my mouth opens? It just like, it only if I... You know what? This is something to try and fix another day. This is something to try and fix another day. I think my mouth sync is just going to have to be off for today. Which sucks, but it is what it is. I wonder, actually. VTube Studio has the lip sync feature. What if I turned that on? Ara, so you know how VTube Studio works. What if I turned my lip sync on? Would that help at all? Bear staring into the chat soul. I'm just trying to get my tracking to work. I don't know why it's choosing not to today. Maybe I can... I don't know how this works. Why? Maybe it's something to do with my model? Or maybe it's something to do with my model's lip sync? Because I can turn my volume up like this. If I turn my voice volume way up, then I can turn maybe the cutoff up? I'm not sure. Nope, that doesn't work either. It just... Why? Hello? Is this working now? No, it is not. There can be a lore reason for this. I mean, I guess there can. I just don't know why my lip sync isn't working. Go ahead and post the clip on YouTube, sure. I'm trying to figure out why it's not doing the thing properly. Maybe if I mess around with my V-Bridger parameters? Mouth open in V-Bridger? Maybe I should make it my output curve if I mess around with that. Alright, does this work better with and I'm talking? No, it does not. That one? No. This one? No. This one? Does that work better? No. Wait. Does that one work any better? No, it's still just weird. Huh. Maybe if I turn off my VTube Studio lip sync entirely? Actually, that looks like it might work better. But my V-Bridger is still funky. Is that better? No, I still need to turn up the sensitivity quite a bit. Maybe I gotta reset the whole VTuber, just hard reset on my entire I had to reset vBridger several times to get it to connect, but so that works on my model. But my vBridger doesn't work. Maybe I need to set my output curves higher? No. I am broke again. I don't know why this is messing with me so much, but wow. So that's not it. Maybe this is it? No, that's just weird looking. That's also just weird looking. Maybe that's better? No, it's got to be an issue with my camera positioning, maybe? It might just be that my camera can't see my mouth properly because I've got my mic in front of it. That might be why. So I bring this up. Maybe I bring this, like, put it over the edge of my thing, and that'll capture my mouth better. Or maybe I just don't open my mouth enough when I talk. That could be it, too. Actually, give me a second. I can set this up in iFacial mocap and see if... No, my mouth is working perfectly fine in iFacial mocap, so it's vBridger that's not detecting the parameters right. Maybe if I set that to the same parameter. No, that's still weird. I don't know how this works. I am not, like, tech savvy enough for this. Okay, so it works when I open my mouth a decent amount, but when I just try and talk normally, it doesn't really work. Hammer. Honestly, that is about as much chance of fixing it as I do by trying everything. All right, come on. Why aren't you working? What if I bring this down? And then this down, maybe? Would that work any better? That does actually look like it's working better. All right, so I don't know how this works anymore. I am just going to leave it how it is. God, that looks really weird. No, I'm not going to leave it how it is. I'm going to reset my output curves on everything. And I am just going to leave it the default. I can mess around with it later off stream. That's worse. Why is that worse? All right, so that is better. That is mildly better. Okay. So I'm just going to have to talk like this the whole stream. Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing. That is better, though. It's fine in iFacial mocap, so I don't know why it doesn't track properly to vBridger. Yeah, I got nothing. Maybe I should try doing VTube Studio tracking again. VTube Studio to vBridger to... But I don't have the VTube Studio app right now. I'll mess around with it off stream. Anyways, yes, today we were playing Blueprints. This was my... last... no, I talked about this last time, I think, but this was part of the very first demo day I ever did, and I really enjoyed the demo. So I'm really excited to check out the full game now. If you add a filter on your mic and turn off mouse tracking, you can make it seem like you're talking from a voice box in your back. That's fair. I think there's just, like, a delay in my mouse tracking. Maybe? I don't know. There shouldn't be too much of a delay, but... Actually, it looks like it's working now. Well, mostly working. My eyebrows work just fine, but my mouth doesn't. Alright, so it doesn't open until like a certain default point. Maybe if I move this up and try it that way, I can try it like this. Actually, that looks like it works decently. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I got nothing. I got nothing. I'll figure it out one day. But I think as of right now, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and get into the game and just see what happens. Alright, I need my desktop audio on so y'all can hear the game audio. And then I did accidentally start a game before realizing that I didn't settings volume. I want my volume up a little bit for y'all's sake. Put 8. Return. Oh, no, I don't want to continue. I want to start a new game. Damn it. I want y'all to see the intro. Full warning, I messed around quite a bit with this game on my own. So I know some puzzle solutions, but honestly, most of the stuff I know just carries over from the demo. I don't want it to start here. I want to go and start a new game, so I'm starting from scratch. Save and quit. Quit to the main menu. There we go. This should work now. Profiles. I want to start a new game. Clear save. New game. Do you have time to see that game recommendation? The root trees are dead. I just saw it in... I just recently saw it in Discord. I haven't actually checked out the game itself yet, although I think I've seen it in my Steam recommended. Alright, intro time. Here we go. I've got to turn this character model off on my iOfficial mocap, or I'm going to keep looking to the side and get distracted.
S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament.
Okay, so we got a dead guy.
And hereby revoke all wills.
This is pretty similar to the demo intro, although I don't remember it exactly.
By me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45.
Alright, so yeah, this is pretty similar to the demo again.
The location of the room has been kept a secret
to my grandnephew. Your problem now. Basically.
But I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts.
I'm trying to pay attention to the little details, because the little details are very important in this game.
Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993.
18th of March, 1993.
S. Sinclair.
For some reason I thought this was the 80s, not the 90s. But who knows? Blueprints. Day 1. Alright, so what I know from the demo is our initial goal is to make it to the antechamber. I mean, there's secrets to discover along the way, evidently, but our goal is to make it up, all the way up the house to the antechamber. The thing is, whenever you open a door, you get a selection of 3 randomized rooms. And each room has, like, different properties, different types of things, and then you'll see up in the top left corner, there's a number. That's the number of steps you have. That's the number of times you can pass through a door. And so our initial goal, at least as of the demo, is to make it to the antechamber at the top of the house. There is stuff that happens after the antechamber, but we kind of got to make it to the antechamber first before we can do too much of the rest of that. Alright, Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all of the details of the bequest. Please, do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission, covered in the fine print of my will, that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from outside. The tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate, and you may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same as the rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path, and go where you want it to lead." With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. Alright. Isakovsk? I think that's how I say your name. Hello. Welcome. We are playing a game called Blueprints today. Which is, I don't know if you're familiar with it, but I played the demo way back around when I had first started streaming, actually, and I'm super excited to see what the full game is now. Alright, so we've got an ace and a queen. That's probably important. We have got 2 busts in the main hall. It took me, I think, like almost 3 months of playing the demo to finally reach the antechamber, so this may go quickly or it may go slowly. I don't know. I do remember how to solve, I think, most of the rooms that were available in the demo, though, so at least there's that. Yeah. Oh, thank you for the follow. So we've got a clock, we've got a note on this table. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 step. When you no longer have any steps left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. Okay, we've got a pretty little painting on the wall. Alright, left, right, or forward? I remember liking to start towards the sides because then you can move. If you get a room to the side that doesn't move forward, then you can keep moving forward with the north door. So let's start over here. Alright, hallway, closet, or bedroom. Let's go closet. It's generally a good idea to get items to start off. Key card, okay. That's good. Means I don't have to worry about key card doors. Pantry, parlor, or guest bedroom. Let's go the parlor. The parlor is guaranteed to have gems in it, which unlock, oh, I got an item. Coin purse. Each time you collect 3 coins, earn an additional 1 in interest. Okay. So the parlor has a logic puzzle in it that has true-false statements. The letter will explain. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. if I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back, involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game, when I found the time, and I had included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests, should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. And only one box has a prize within, the other 2 are always empty. Was the demo released how long ago? The demo was released at least 2023, because I would have played it, I think, September 2023, so it was at least released in 2023, if not older. Alright, so if I recall correctly, the puzzles in the puzzle rooms, so the parlor and the billiards room, if I remember correctly, they might have added more in the full game, but at the very least, the parlor and the billiards room are guaranteed to have puzzles in them. And they get more difficult the more consecutive ones you solve, I think. Alright, so we have to assume that at least one box is true and at least one box is lying. You are in the parlor. The blue box is true. Alright, well, I know I'm in the parlor, so that's gotta be true. And so this one says the blue box is true, so you're also telling the truth, which means that you are lying. This box is empty. Alright. And then, one box will have two gems in it, if I remember correctly. Did I not grab the key? I didn't grab the key. A rather curious wind-up key, a component of the parlor game. Alright, we've got a tree and a safety pit. I remember the art being relevant to something, but I never actually figured out what it was relevant to, just that it's relevant to something. Meowlity. Yes? What's up? And for the record, I am not a cat. Alright. The gems are used to unlock, like, special floor plans. So you'll see how some of these have colors. Usually the colored floor plans are special. So, like, these blue rooms are, I believe, like, regular rooms. Purple rooms are bedrooms. Those usually have some sort of extra buff to do the... Those usually have some sort of extra buff for steps, I believe. And then the orange rooms are hallways and have lots of doors, usually. What sound do bears make? Grr, usually? They also make sort of like... they are sort of like cats in that when bears are comfortable, they will make a low sort of purring adjacent sound. But bears aren't super vocal, usually. Alright, so I can go bedroom or hallway. The other caveat is that you can only draft each room once unless you get the... You can only draft each room once unless you get some sort of bonus that allows you to draft them more than once. I remember that there is a bonus for that, I just don't remember what it is. Alright, so we've got a postcard. Greetings from Reddington. Okay. We've got a photo on the table. A bathtub. And a bat. Then books on the shelves. Again, you really want to pay attention to the little details when you're in this room, because, well, when you're in any room in this game, you really want to pay attention to the little details, because they will be puzzle solutions later for a room that's halfway across the house. Storeroom, pantry, or guest bedroom. Well, am I really soft-locked in terms of forward... Well, I'm not entirely soft-locked for forward progression, but I am at least partially soft-locked for forward progression already. Let's go to the pantry, coins, and a banana. Nice. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, and so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, and 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Okay. So these are evenly split. So there's like a max of 5 apples, a max of 5 bananas, and a max of 5 oranges. I don't know if it's guaranteed that you'll find 5 of each, but I know that you can only find 5 max. And then that distribution of fruits adds up to an extra 50 total steps, which is equal to your base amount. Bedroom, breaker room, or breaker box, or storeroom. Breaker box is probably more useful to me. Alright, a deer and a tag. Wait a second. I wonder if, since the last room was a bathtub and a bat, right? So it would be bath and bat. I wonder if it has anything to do with the letters. I probably need to start keeping a notebook for this. I will have to find a way to put that, to like get that up on stream. Like my notebook, because I feel like y'all will want to see my notes as well. But I don't really have the ability to set up a hand cam or the screen space to set up a hand cam and show off the game properly. So, but I wonder if it has something to do with whatever letter is different between the two. So in this case, we have a tag and a male deer is a stag. So in this case, it would be an S. And in the last room, it would be an H. Huh. Anyways, we've got this in here. So these rooms are red rooms you can find. Red rooms, if I remember correctly, you could do it on a software like Obsidian. Oh, I could, yeah. Or I could just add I could try and add a screen capture of just my Notes app. But it's not easy to draw in my Notes app, and usually I think I'll want to be drawing stuff as much as I'll want to be writing stuff down. Yes, so these correspond to red rooms in the house. Red rooms, you have a higher chance of drawing rare rooms from red rooms, but they have debuffs to them. I can keep the keycard system on, because I'm not too worried about that. Danger. Toggling of breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Alright, as far as I recall, you can still draw the floor plans when you have them switched off in the utility room, but you don't have, it turns off the negative effects from those 2 floor plans. And I probably want to turn the garage on, if I remember correctly. And then I can't do anything with the cabinet. I'm not sure how to fix that. Alright, so I get an extra 2 steps passing through here, and now I want to head north. How am I hungry already? I've been streaming for like an hour. I should not be hungry already. Alright, so I don't want to use any of these rooms yet, but I guess no, I want to save the corridor for later in the house if I can. Because if I recall correctly, the higher up you get in the floor plan, the less likely the more likely the doors are to be locked. But the hallway and the drawing room are both a waste because they only have one direction. So I guess I'm going corridor. Well, they're not... The rooms themselves aren't a waste. Alright, so bridge and bride. So that one is G. Sure, that's relevant to something. Although I don't really have the clue yet. I don't think I have the clue to put those together yet. I just know it has to do something with the letters. Alright, so nook, storeroom, or observatory. The observatory is good because this gives you more or higher buffs for every turn. What you do? Oh, we. I have to set this up to the right angle. There's one wheel up here, and there's one wheel on the base of the thing. But yeah, the observatory gives you increasing buffs for every day that you've drawn it. So, like, today I'll get a buff, and then tomorrow, like, or how do I phrase this? Like, you see that number up in the top left with the star? Each day you draw the observatory, you get another star. And each number of stars gives you either a different buff or combination of buffs. Wrong way. This way. This way. Right, there we go. Now I can check the sky. This book, I think, lists all the different constellations you can find. This book contains a complete star base, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify its constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. Alright, so the North Star, plus 1 gold. The Twins, 2 trunks in the entrance hall. The Slice, 3 steps. Diamondus Minor, 1 gem. Southern Cross, rooms with 4 doors. Farmer's Apple, apples are extra delicious. I'm assuming that means you get extra steps from apples. Clavis the Key, 1 key. Diamondus Major, 5 gems. Draxus the Dead, dead end rooms are more common today. The Sale, everything is 50% off. Heh. Heh. Borealis, Bloom of the Sky. Huh. It's a pun on both flower and borealis. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. Alright. So you can get up to 20, which makes sense because there are 21 days. Alright, so I looked at this, didn't I? Or maybe I didn't. Now I did. It's important to remember to actually look at the telescope. The Sail, yeah. I do, like, I love a good pun and a good bit of wordplay. Yeah, sure, let's go hallway. What is this? Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. That's not true, is it? I don't remember that. Alright, so this way's down. Courtyard. No, I don't want that. Commissary has items for sale. That's useful, but it's still... I mean, no matter what I do, it's going to be a dead end. Laboratory. I don't even know what's in here. I guess I'll go commissary. Depends on what item I get. Diagid blocks. Can I play it? Can I mess with it? I cannot mess with it. Okay. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Then the terminal password is scratched out, but it looks like it starts with an S. With, without. So what does this one have that that one doesn't? Stare and star. Or stairs and stars? Either way, it's the I. So it is something to do with the letters. Commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. It better not be. I kind of need that. Sale, 2 days only, day 20 and 21. Alright, let's see what we got. I can buy a gem, a salt shaker, a sledgehammer, or a metal detector. I don't remember what the metal detector does, but I remember it being useful. I just don't have the money to buy it right now. Alright, West Wing Hall, chapel, or kitchen? I kind of want to save the West Wing Hall for higher up, but if I need to get back to the commissary, I don't want to have to walk through the chapel every time. And you know what? I highly doubt I'm gonna make it to the antechamber within the first 5 days anyway. Because I want the time to explore and just like check out all different rooms that I haven't seen before and all of that. Because it's, as far as I remember from the demo, it was difficult to get the rooms in the right order to get up to the antechamber, as well as to get into it. Because the antechamber has 3 doors, and each door has a different lever in a different room that you need to do something different to get. So you have to not only get up to the antechamber, which is surprisingly difficult, you also have to get a lever to unlock it. So I doubt I'm going to get into the antechamber within the first 5 days. So I have plenty of time to explore. I don't have to be planning out 3 or 4 rooms ahead yet. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that the staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, I'm assuming that says staff something may draft south? Looks like that says south. I can't tell, it's ripped. Alright, so let's see what's down here. Courtyard, guest bedroom, spare room. I'll take the guest bedroom, I could use the extra steps. Oh, there's a gem right there. And then I've got a note on this table. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles, and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. I do kind of want to see if y'all can figure out what the puzzle in the billiard room is, because it took me forever until I found that note and realized it wasn't actually related to the rules of darts. Alright, so there is a... What are you? You are... a plane and a plan? Oh, I think I know what I have to do. I'm gonna need a notebook. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need a notebook, or maybe even an Excel sheet or something to get this down. But I think you figure out what letter is different between each of the arts, and then you put that in the room's corresponding place on the house's greater floor plan, or the house's greater blueprint. And then you go from there, although it's going to take me probably several days to get every room in every position that I need. Either way, I will keep note of that, and I will find some way to make my notes visible on stream for the next time I play this. Because I'm unfortunately not going to be able to play for too long today. Alright, you are a bird, a crow? Crow. Crow and row, so this one is C. Spare room. Nursery, lavatory, or nook. So I'm not, like, getting myself stuck in a dead end yet. Although, as I get about past... Actually, yeah, this is, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, this is 5, so as you get past 5, you get significantly more likely to find a locked door. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes. Yeah, no kidding. A pad, a scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal, will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Okay. Noted. Security, chapel, or kitchen. Let's go... I'm okay to sacrifice a gem, but I don't want to have to sacrifice my keys if I don't. Oh. We've got a cutscene. Still recording on analog tapes. Although, I don't know, did they have DVDs in 93? Assuming this is 93 and not a year or so later, but... I don't know, I wasn't alive. So we've got that room. That room. That looks like the archives, maybe? The piano room? Okay. So this doesn't just cover the rooms that I have unlocked already, this covers possible rooms too. Because there's the pool. Don't recognize that room. That's the nook. That is the archives, I think. That is some kind of children's room. Security. Hallway. An office. Don't recognize that one. That's the spare room. That is a closet of some kind. That's another angle of the nook, I think. That's a... Why is there a vault in here? Cellar... library, maybe? And... piano room. Okay. Blue memos true, red memos lies. Okay. That makes more sense. And then I've got a terminal here. And 2 doors. I've got a key card, I think. Yes, I've got a key card, so I don't need to worry about the key card lock. That is the same staff notice about payroll. I've got... tree and a dude? Or trees? A garden and a dude? I'm not sure what that one is. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required. So that's not true. So the antechamber is locked and we need to get an access lever to get in there. I can't drink the coffee, which is a shame, because I think the coffee is a necessity. Alright, let's see what's on the terminal here. Welcome to Mount Holly Security. View estate inventory. The following is a detailed list of items currently in the house that have yet to be collected. This list will be updated as new rooms are added. Okay. So I don't have any items that I missed yet. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked with an electronic keycard. The keycard access system is currently operational. Okay. Set security level? Security level determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate. You should expect to see 1 or 2 doors with a low setting or 5 or 6 with a high setting. Actually, since I have the keycard to unlock them, I want to set it to high. And then I've got 2 doors. That one goes north, so let's check out what's in here first. Nope, I only have 1 key, so I don't want to use it up quite yet. So we're going north. Alright, the courtyard, the chapel, or let's go the den. I think there's secrets in the courtyard, but I want to try and save my 2 gems now for a room that I need to progress north. There's a lot of clocks in here. It's currently just past 12. Well, it's just past 12:05, really, but... So in here we've got a cliff and a tag? Yeah, I don't get that one either. I wonder if there's some kind of interactable in here based on all the clocks. There is a little box with a keyhole, I think, but I'm not sure how to unlock that since I can't interact with it at all. Right, let's go this way still. That door's locked. I don't want to use my only key yet. That door's also locked. Okay. So in which case, I am going to use this door because it leads to more of the house. I'm not going to get stuck in a corner, hopefully. Right, courtyard, chapel, or passageway. Courtyard or chapel. I don't want to lose my coins. I kind of want to keep my coins, so I guess I'm going courtyard. Oh. Hammer! Can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. Okay, I haven't actually found any trunks yet, but I guess we'll see. What is down here? Kitchen, bunk room, or storeroom? Ooh, storeroom, please. I could use the extra key. Key and gem. Okay. So now I have 8, which was enough to buy whatever the other item was in the thing. I don't remember what the other item was in the commissary, but I also don't want to go all the way back to the commissary to try and figure out what it was. Oh, ad break. Sorry, I will stop for a second and chat. Don't really have anything to chat about today. I'm hungry. That's about it. Like, I'm weirdly hungry for what time it is, because usually I'm not really hungry till after stream, but it is currently 5:42 and I am starving. I might have to take a short break today so I can go eat a snack. Oh, ad break is finishing. Okay. Back to the game. Guess we're going this way now. This door is locked. Use key. Kitchen, conference room, or chapel. Conference room has the most doors, so, well, I mean, the chapel has the most doors too, but the conference room doesn't have a downside to it. Safe code, 9083, but it's a red note, so it's not true anyways. Reminder. After meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. Okay. Are there any other notepads and stuff on them? No. No. And no. Okay. See what else is here. Spreading items. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout your house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several of the rooms currently on your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered in that room instead. Okay, good to know. Anything else useful on the tables? Nope. But I do have a keycard door this way. Office, 2 gems, dining room, or boudoir. Let's go dining room, because I don't want to have to spend my gems. I'm sure since the office has 2 gems, there's got to be something useful in there, but... Don't care too much what that useful thing is if I can't get anywhere with it. Let's see, what's here? Secret passage leads to a room of a color of your choice. Oh, yes. Yes, please. Alright, so halls are orange. Halls have multiple doors. Or they have, like, access to special rooms. Green thumb is green rooms. Those are, like... I think those are important to progression, but I'm not sure what exactly the defining factor of them is. Violet is bedrooms, red is red rooms, gold is markets. I am gonna go for a green room, because I think I kind of could use one. Let's see, what's down here? Veranda, courtyard, patio, spread gems in each green room, or I don't have enough gems for either of those, so I guess we're going courtyard. Didn't I build a courtyard already? Oh, I did. Maybe you can build multiple courtyards. Alright, so we got 2 places we can go. Let's go down first. See what's through here. Patio, spread, gems in each green room. Oh, yes, because then I don't have to worry about gems again. Then I can go back to the conference room, which I'm probably gonna have to pass through anyways. And I won't have to worry about gems. Right. Buried below, occasionally you may discover small mounds of dirt in certain rooms of the estate. With a shovel, one may be able to excavate these suspicious dig spots. Okay. That's useful. Office, workshop, or bunk room. I will go... Well, I don't really have... What do I have for items? I have a key card, a coin purse, and a sledgehammer. I don't think I can combine any of those. So I will go bunk room instead, I think. So if I remember correctly, this room usually has something in it. I've got a journal. Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he is not as much fun as my friends. Oh, did not mean to go that way. Back. Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he is not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys, and I will not have to share my room, and I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he is at camp. Herbie is mean and really stupid, and today is a good day because I threw away his airplane. Oh. I also had more fun at camp than he has had in his entire life. Today is a good day because I got my brother in trouble for reading my private journal without my permission and writing mean things in it too. He also threw my model airplane in the bushes outside, but I got it back, and if he does it again, he will not get to go to the park on Friday, and I will make sure he gets no presents for his birthday. Oh. I don't need any presents because I have my brother's book because he won't stop writing. Simon can't spell to save his life. About me, and today is a good day because I know he cries when he can't find his book even though he is older. He is a crybaby. Today is a good day because my brother returns from college and I get to finally return to him the book I took from him a long time ago. Hopefully, he'll find it as hilarious as I do. I have no idea how we survived sharing a room. All things being said, I wouldn't have it any other way. I still would have rather had a sister. Congrats on the diploma and welcome home, Simon. Aww. That's kinda cute. Oh, gems. I like gems. Little bunk bed, little play area. Obviously a kid's room. Alright, so now we get to go back this way. I can check the other door in here. Locked. Damn it. Well, at least now I can go back up to the conference room and see what's in here. Don't think there's anything else, like, interactable on the shelves in here. Nope. Locked. Dang it. Okay. At least I've got gems in here now. 1, 2, 3. Please let there be more than 3. I was kind of hoping for a lot of them, but nope, it looks like no luck on that one. Well, I do have a door I can go through here. Walk-in closet. Passageway. No, if I'm gonna do the passageway, I want it to be leading north, so I'll go in here and get items instead. Running shoes. Key. Gem. And then there should be something else. Here. Somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow. Items hide. Alright, so I only grabbed 3, didn't I? Oh, whatever this is. Coupon book. Save 1 coin on each purchase you make. Oh. Seems like it could be useful. Alright, so I have 2 ways I can go. I can either head out this top door in the dining room, or I can head out this far door in the den. I think I'll probably head out this door in the dining room. Just because I think it's probably more important to go north, and that way I don't have to waste the steps to get all the way over back to the den. Views. Greenhouse. You're more likely to draw green rooms while drafting, boudoir, or chapel. I guess we're finally picking the chapel. Ouch. Anything interesting in here? The windows have numbers on them. That seems important. Well, Roman numerals, not really numbers, but you get my point. Stained glass windows have numerals on them. They're all, looks like different kinds of angels. Or, well, not different kinds of angels. They're all angels. They're just different angels. That's locked. Alright, please don't be locked. Please don't be locked. Ah, okay. Mailroom, boudoir. Passageway it is, I guess, if I want to keep going. Don't like spending that many gems on one room, but at the same time, it's not like I have much of a choice. Alright, so I've got a key card, so let's go through this door. Locksmith, maid's chamber, or lavatory. So locksmith I can buy keys, but it means that I pretty much lock my northern progression. Maid's chamber, I still have a chance of getting north, but I'm less likely to find items later if I run out. What? I will go locksmith. I think I can probably afford if I get a... Alright, so I can get 1 key, saved a coin. So now I have 1 key. And I can go either here, if this is locked. That's locked. Or I can go up the door in the chapel. I think it's probably better for me to go here, because I don't... That way I'm not, like, locking myself into a corner again. Yeah, I'm gonna go here. Please get something that'll let me go places. Nope, I am... soft-locked. A package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room. That seems useful. That seems like probably the most useful thing I'm going to get. So I will go ahead and get this package, and then I can explore for places. Simon P. Jones, Mount Holly Estate. Fen Aries? 63080. And then SKR 6789. Hey buddy, how's it going up there in that big house? I think most people would be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. I imagine you, happy as a clam, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration and opportunities for adventure that present themselves each day. As I'm writing this, you're currently in the garage packing the tent. I wanted to try and post this letter before we depart tomorrow so that it has a chance to arrive during your first few days on the estate, but with all the preparations, I'm not sure that I'm going to find the time. There's so much I want to say, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for me to just jot this stuff down. You're yelling at me right now to come bring you a pillowcase. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might feel a little guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you. And I know from our conversations just how much happiness this final project brought him. So, do us both a favor. Be excited. The house really is amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there, and I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from those summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer before your trip that will actually be useful to you. Despite my best intentions, I'm sure that on Friday I'll end up leaving you with a few of my overused cliche expressions when we say farewell. Later, alligator. Dad. P.S. Get some sleep each night, and don't spend all your time each day playing dirigiblocks. Okay. What else is there that I can check out? Nothing there. Nothing here. Can I get into any of the mailboxes? No. I can look at this, though. Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Ravain to sender, as he is no longer employed with our staff. There is something written under that. I can't see. I'll have to see if I can find a magnifying glass. More detailed instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the address the client has provided. Okay. So press any button to activate blue. Press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th button. Or the 6th purple. Okay. So I'm assuming once I get the terminal password, I will be able to, or assuming, keyword there, I'm assuming once I get the terminal password, I'll be able to figure out the rest of that. And that looks like the utility room fuse box. Okay. Well, I think I'm pretty much locked. I can go back over to the den, but I think that one's locked as well. Courtyard, conference room, dining room. Yeah, I am soft locked for today, I think, which sucks, but it is what it is. In which case, I should have time for... I should have time to do one more, like, in-game day. But I am going to go ahead and call it a day in the menu. Take a quick break to go grab some more water and a small snack, and then I'll be right back. Huh? Oh. Hello, I'm back. I thought it wasn't working for a second. Sorry for the longer break than I planned. I really did have to eat something. Uh, anyways. I have time for one more in-game day, I think. It's 6:10 right now, so yeah. I have time for one more in-game day, I should. Day 2. Okay. Which way we going first? We going left or right? Let's go right this time, because I think I went left to start. Corridor, closet, spare room. Let's go spare room, I guess. Again, there's not going to be a whole lot of strategy to my approaches to start, just because I don't really have an idea of what rooms have been added, of what rooms are new, like what kind of things I'll have to like account for in order to get forward progression. So for right now, I'm really just going to go explore, I think. All right, so I've got the key. The statement on the white box is true. There's a second wind-up key in this room. This box and the white box are both empty. Okay, so if this one is true, that means that this one is also true, which means that this one's lying. But that doesn't give me a definitive answer. And none of the other ones have any sort of definitive answer as to what is the... as to what the answer is. So instead, I'm going to guess that this box is true. Meaning that you have to be lying, because you have to be lying. So, this box and the white box are both empty, so the keys, or the gems are in the blue box. Alright, let's go, sure, let's go den, why not? What's the confusion about? Alright, let's see what I've got here. I've got security or the mailroom. Ooh. I think I'll go mailroom, actually, because now I have the package that I ordered the other day. Brass compass and a magnifying glass. Sweet. I was hoping for a magnifying glass. The compass is good, too. The compass makes it more likely for you to be able to travel north. But did they ever prove that he was the one that stole the Baron's mail? Okay. Interesting. What the magnifying glass does is it lets me look at, like, any sort of readable document with scribbled out text. It will let me figure out what's under the text. Which is super useful, because there's stuff like the terminal password is hidden under scribbles. And I'm pretty sure I need the terminal password to... Did you tell me something? I got distracted and didn't hear. Oh, I don't think I said anything special. I think just yapping, I guess, just monologuing. Courtyard, bedroom window. Courtyard it is. My phone's ringing. Give me a minute. It's an unknown number. I can call them back later. You're more likely to draw green rooms when drafting, but that will lock my forward progression. Or I can get the kitchen with food for sale and have forward progression. I haven't been in the greenhouse, so let's go in the greenhouse. Oh, metal detector. Seems useful. There's a broken lever here for the south door. Or for the south door, the antechamber. That's good to know. And then there's sheet. music. These sheets you find a worthy trade. Okay, so the sheets are probably part of a puzzle then. There's nothing in here. Or there's no flowers in here. Which is weird for a greenhouse considering how many planters there are. And that is a breakable door of some kind. Not sure what's up with that, but I guess we're going all the way down this way. Right, go to the pantry in the mailroom, or I can go here. Back to the entrance hall. And I'm just gonna go... actually, no. I'm gonna go right, or left, and then forward. Dining room, breaker box, hallway. The dining room is not much use to me this far down because it only, its benefit only triggers after you reach rank 8. So, like, each of these, like, rows of the blueprint is considered a rank. So, like, this one here is rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, the dining room's benefit only triggers after you reach rank 8. So, it's not much use to me if it's all the way down here. I'll go with the nook for the key. Oh, okay. So the metal detector goes off if there's something nearby. That's useful. Patio, West Wing Hall, or... What about patio? Why not? It said it spreads gems in all the green rooms, so there should be gems in the other 2 green rooms now. Oh, and there's coins on the ground. So now we're going this way. Leads to a room of a color of your choice, or the drafting room. I'm gonna go drafting room, just because I want to keep the northern progression going. Ooh, okay, so there's lots of stuff in here. Wait, that says drawing room. That doesn't say drafting room. Drawing room. Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items in rooms. I don't feel comfortable speaking, but I don't understand half of it because you speak so fast. I'm sorry. I feel like I don't know. I had a cup of coffee before stream, and that's probably not helping, but I don't feel like I'm speaking a whole lot faster than usual. I will try and slow down a little bit more, though. From which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items in rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Okay. Kitchen, storeroom, or guest bedroom. Redraw. Closet, bedroom, chapel. Chapel, I guess. Ooh, green rooms do not cost gems to draft. Absolutely. Oh, and I got some coins. It's pretty up here. And I hope the translator translates me correctly. I think it is. I'm a foreigner for you, so for me it's fast. Yeah, that's fair. I can try to talk slower. Oh, aquarium. Oh, that's a broken lever. That goes in the greenhouse. Okay. Right, so I'm gonna go back to the greenhouse. There's no easy way to get back there. Secret passage. Yes. Green thumb, the halls of holly. I want this to go to a hallway, I think. Yeah, because I want a good way to get back over to the greenhouse type area. Great halls all locked doors because I don't have the extra gems. Dang it. Well, I guess we're going all the way back over here to the... greenhouse, then. Gonna grab some extra steps from here. Oh, and a key. I use a translator because I don't know English very well. I know some things, but it's hard for me to form full sentences. No, I get it. I can... That's how I am with Spanish, is I speak a little bit of Spanish, but not enough to... Like, not... Only enough to understand, not enough to have a conversation. There we go. Okay, we're making progress. Alright, so there's something behind one of these doors. I think this one. Whoa. Whoa. There's a lever in here. Did not know there was a lever in here. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, coins on the floor. Okay, so I can buy food. And a club sandwich, bacon and eggs. Plus 10 and add morning room to today's draft pool. I'm not sure what that does, but it sounds useful. Oh, sledgehammer. That's useful, I think. Oh, no. It's locked. Well. I'm out of keys. I wanted to play games with you where we have to solve riddles, but I'm afraid we won't understand each other. Yeah, riddles are so often, like, wordplay based that they don't really work across language barriers. Alright, I have time for one more day in that case. Because that day was short. Okay. One more. Let's go left. Closet. Okay. Let's go billiard room. This puzzle's cool. This one is like a math puzzle where like each ring on the dartboard represents a different operation that you have to do to whatever number it is. So in this case, you've got this one's just 9, so it's just the 9. And so this one we've got the 5 and the 3, so that is 8. Now we've got 12, but the 10 is yellow, which means it's minus 10, not plus 10. So it's 2. 12 minus 5 is 7. 5 times 4 If it's pink, you have to multiply it. So 5 times 4 is 20. And then 10 minus 5 is 5 times 4 is 20. Oh, I got a fancy key. Commissary, parlor, chapel. Let's go chapel. I don't have any coins to lose yet, so... Okay. West Wing Hall, parlor, nook. Let's go West Wing Hall. So I can keep going up. Ooh. Garage. That's what I just turned on. Let's do that. What time it is? It is currently 6:32 p.m. Whoa. What's out here? That's locked. Okay. Oh, pretty music. Oh. Oh, okay. So that unlocks the gate. Oh, okay. The west gate has been permanently unlocked. Permanent changes do not reset each day. Cool. What's over here, then? Oh. Shelter, root cellar, or trading post. Shelter protects you from the negative effects of the next 3 red rooms drafted. Oh, absolutely. Oh. Remain where you are for now. Given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow, we've agreed with your plan and have disabled remote access to the other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I am still not willing to risk removing Shelter from the draft pool while the 3 of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. I forgot to say, in comic news, the Hellfire Galas are coming back around June or July, so funerary high couture will be in vogue in comics for a little bit. I mean, they're running the Hellfire Gala season in Marvel Rivals right now, so I'm not surprised that they're trying to team it up, or that they're trying to synchronize it at least somewhat with the Marvel Rivals season with the comics. Time lock safe, radiation monitor, or log into network. Time lock safe. The shelter's time lock safe can be accessed by setting an unlock date and time. You can use any date and time as long as it's at least 1 hour in the future. Once unlocked, the time lock safe will remain open for 24 hours. Or for 4 hours, not 24. Wait, but I don't know what date it is in-game. Because it's different. The date and time in-game are different than the... real date and time. So I don't know. Can't open that one yet. Okay, I can either go back in the garage, or I can go through the entrance. Let's go through the garage. Since I have it unlocked, it'll get me where I need to be. Hallway, guest bedroom, pantry. Alright. Didn't the thing at the start say March 1993? It said 1993, but that was the date on his will, not necessarily the date I came to the house. Because the letter said something about how it had been 7 years since I had been there. So I don't actually know what the in-game time is, just what the... just the approximate year. And even then, it could easily be 94 or 95 by this point. Coupon book? Okay. Let's go corridor, I guess. Kitchen, storeroom, or parlor? Let's go parlor. Okay. Parlor puzzle. Let's go. This box is the black box. Okay, so that's lying. This box is the blue box, so that one's also lying. The box that claims to be black has the gems. Okay. So then this one has the gems in it? Yes, I think so. My favorite thing about Krakoa was Scarlet Witch being blacklisted because of no more mutants. Isn't she Magneto's kid in the comics? How would she get blacklisted from Krakoa? Like, I know she's not canonically Magneto's kid in the MCU because they didn't have the rights to Magneto. But isn't she canonically Magneto's kid in the comics? Special keys, silver key. No, I'll just use a regular key. Forgot I had the silver key. Oh. Okay, let's go boudoir then, I guess. Which sucks, because the terrace is a pretty good draw for... Right? We've got Christmas with a safe. Who gives someone else a safe for Christmas? And it ain't a small one either. Unless that's meant to be a clue to the safe code. What if the safe code is Christmas Day, 12/25? Or 25/12, I guess, if this was made outside of the US, but... She is a mutant, but also she altered reality to remove mutants, which most mutants are still very cross about after it failed to take. Honestly, fair. I would be a little bit mad about that too if someone tried to erase my existence. Alright, so what if the safe code is Christmas Day? The safe code is in fact Christmas Day. Oh, and I got a gem. Cool. And a letter. 4. Okay, so there's a bunch of letters. Evidently. Herbert, I was distraught to learn that you have chosen to omit the details of our dear Marion's disappearance from the public record. It is no surprise to me that the royal court would want this embarrassment kept as quiet as possible, but I am shocked that you have so little regard for your niece that you would play the king's stallion and stoop to kissing the foot that treads upon her memory. She gave up her family, her fortune, and her life, and all you can do is think of your name. Having never had a family name nor a fortune of my own, I cannot personally condemn you for faltering in your commitment to make the same sacrifice as she did, but for the love of God, do not by that same display of weakness clutch your petty assets so tightly that you undermine the cause she forfeited everything to further. Our countrymen must be aware of the price she paid, and must be made to see the color of the flag she flew as she rode into the darkness of 100 nights. To deny her story is to deny her life. If through your silence you bless this betrayal, our son Simon, your heir, will inherit a fortune of lies and will spit upon your grave when he learns of your cursed foolishness. Needless to say, we will not be coming for Christmas this year. Daniel. Okay, so, apparently stuff went down. Oh, ad break. Yeah, I can wait for half a second. I can talk about comics while I'm waiting, I guess. She is a mutant, Krakoa had a big amnesty policy, and Wanda is literally the only mutant not allowed on Krakoa. Was the only mutant not allowed on Krakoa. Damn. How badly do you have to mess up to be literally the only person not, the only mutant, not the only person, but how bad do you have to mess up to be the only mutant not allowed on an island literally made for mutants? Like, that doesn't... Like, you have to mess up pretty damn bad for that to happen. Alright, ad is finishing. Okay. So we are moving right along. Special keys? What if I did use the silver key here? Drawing room, gymnasium, or dark room? Just go drawing room, I guess? Trying to figure out what's with these pictures. Like there's all different kinds of like step lengths, it looks like. But I can't figure out what would be relevant to that, because I can't interact with anything, I don't think. Or at least not right now, I can't. That's weird, but I don't know what about it's so weird. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, auto mod. The guy who killed Wolverine's shit-ass butt son Dakin was allowed on Krakoa before Wanda. Damn. Also, thank you for the hydrate. I probably should. Alright. Let's see what's up here. Courtyard, bunk room, or den? I don't want to spend the gems, so let's go den. I still have to find a lever if I want to make it up here in any way, but... Commissary, courtyard, coat check. Let's go courtyard, I guess. Oh, there's a metal detector in here. That's useful. Greater chance of finding keys and coins. Okay. So... now I can go up here, I guess? Commissary. Wine cellar. Ooh. Plus 3 gems. I will take that. Fancy. That's weird. Why is that sideways? Is there a knight statue somewhere that I have to mess with? Krakoa was really fun because it happened almost out of nowhere. I guess it did, didn't it? I remember when they started doing Krakoa that I at least was caught off guard. I was like, wait, did I miss a series or something? But observatory, commissary, or let's go observatory if I don't want to get myself stuck in a dead end. Oh, there's a key on the floor. Alright, so now I've got constellation number 2. Pair of chests has been added to the entrance hall. Okay. Do I have a sledgehammer? I do not have a sledgehammer. Damn it. What if I went around this way instead? And this way I at least get to pick what room it is. Sure. Walk-in closet, I guess. Why not? It's not like I'm going to get any forward progression any other way. I got a... something? A lucky rabbit's foot. Greater chance of finding items. Okay. Key and 2 gems. That's not too bad, actually. Means I actually got a net gain of gems. Security, hallway, or commissary. I guess hallway, because that's the only way I get to go forward. Rumpus room. I'm gonna go dark room, because since I have the shelter, I should be protected from the dark room. Alright. Cute photos. I probably need the magnifying glass for this, don't I? Like, I bet you there's something in here that I need the magnifying glass for. Like that, for example. Like, if I wanted to see what was written on that tree. Or maybe if I needed to see what's in the viewfinder or the camera or something similar. Alright, we're going up to the dining room. Okay. I have got country stew pie, boiled chuck stew layered and then baked to perfection, topped with mashed potato Parmesan cheese crust. That actually sounds amazing. That sounds so good. Maybe I'm just hungry, but that sounds really good. Alright, so... I'm gonna try and go up here. Office, security, or storeroom. Well, I guess I'm going security. Although I'm not going in there yet, because I don't have that door open. Instead, I am going to go here. See what I can find. Locksmith, kitchen, or lavatory. Alright, kitchen, I guess. I don't have enough money for the locksmith. Like, I don't have enough money to buy anything at the locksmith. The pool. Ooh. Let's do that one, I guess. Oh, banana. And then this way. Locked. Damn it. Okay. Guess we're going back over to the dark room. The locker room, spread keys throughout the house, or the storeroom, +1 key. Ow, that's not what I meant to do! No! I mean, it'll spread keys throughout the house, but there's no guarantee I'll be able to find any of them. Guess I just have to walk around with my little metal detector and hope something works. Print notes. H.S. had requested yet another print of her ladyship, I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said that the last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. I can almost read that. Almost. Also, I did check, and sadly, Dakin is still alive as of current comic canon. Sadly. But it looks like it says 16 something. I don't know. I don't have a magnifying glass. Alright, I guess I'm going places to look for keys. Wait for my little metal detector thing to get set off, I guess. I'll go ahead and eat that. Said it was going to spread keys throughout the house. I'm not seeing any keys. There is a coin there, though. Guess I could go check security, see if there's anything in there. Oh, there's a key card there. It's not particularly useful given that I haven't found any key card doors. I need a regular key, I don't need a key card. Right, so nothing in security. So back down to the dark room we go. Into the hallway is where I'm looking for. Keys there, no keys there. There are too many rooms in this house for me to have to, like, look through all of them to try and find keys. Oh, there's a key. Woo! Okay, we found a key. That's good. That means there's places I can go. Alright, so I want to go, yes, back up here. And then into the hallway to the dark room. And then, yes, up here. Through here. Over to the pool to unlock this door. He's also a ghost rider called the Halverine, so I don't know what they think that they know. I don't think they know what they're doing with Dakin, which is sad for the 12 Dakin fans. I guess the 12 fans of him out there. Right, gymnasium. I should still be shielded from here. Yeah. I still have one more room I can make if I need to. That one's locked. Please don't be locked. Please don't be locked. Locked. Damn it. Well, I guess I'm going to look for more keys. So yes, dark room to hallway, to drawing room, to boudoir, to bedroom. To hallway, to drawing room, to... I mean, I guess I can check the courtyard again. I didn't check up this way. Keys in here? Oh, there is something in here. There is a key in here. Okay. I am going to go up here, check just this room and the wine cellar to see if there's any more keys that I somehow missed. Oh, there's a key there. Okay. Still don't know what to do with that. I'll figure it out eventually, but there's got to be a knight statue or something somewhere that I missed. I'll check the observatory. Oh, okay, there's something in here. There it is. Okay, now I've got 3 keys. Hopefully that's enough to get me where I need to go. So, den to drawing room. To hallway to dark room. I'm gonna run out of steps, damn it. To dining room to kitchen to pool to gymnasium. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of steps. No! You have used all your steps and must call it a day. You have pushed yourself to the very edge of exhaustion and must now return to your campsite to get some rest. You can continue your search tomorrow, however, the house might be a little bit different. That's okay. I feel like I made some decently meaningful progress, given that I unlocked, the gate. And I also figured out a couple of secrets. So I made decent progress, even if I didn't end up making it to the antechamber. I think I'm going to have to stop here for today. Just because it's getting a tiny bit late. But, I will be back on Thursday for more. I think I had Slay the Princess on my schedule for Thursday. Let me double check. No. I have Hypnospace Outlaw on my schedule for Thursday. I realized recently that I never actually finished that one. So I will be back on Thursday for Hypnospace Outlaw. And, I don't really have too much to say beyond that today. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me see if I can find someone to raid for those of y'all on Twitch. Let's see. Is there anyone I know who's streaming? Hmm. Oh, it looks like Rosemary is streaming, so I will go ahead and raid her if that's okay with y'all. Okay, so I will go ahead and start that raid. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.